Hi, I'm doing these short videos on depression, anxiety, and mental health issues, hoping that it would be a blessing or help to someone. If you're somebody who's going through acute depression or anxiety or any kind of problem, I just want you to know that there is hope and you don't have to make any extreme decisions or you don't have to think that you're totally hopeless. How do I know it? Because I am telling you that I was there when I was just 20 years old. I went through a huge episode of depression, and it was so huge that I thought that suffered the most in this world. Imagine, given that there is so much famine, earthquakes, and starvation, and whatever. I thought if there was a heaven and I went to it, God would give me a big prize for telling that Cynthia, you went through the worst that you could a person can go through in this earth. So that's what I felt. I felt like it was the worst kind of situation you can be in, and I felt like always there is this thick cloud of darkness overtaking me. And I really believe that right now, looking back, it must have been spiritual. And I used to go to sleep when I was during my depressive phase every night, praying, earnestly praying to the Lord that, God, I do not want to get up tomorrow morning. Please ensure that I'm dead by the time I'm awake tomorrow morning. I don't want to open my eyes tomorrow morning. I want to end my life. And every time used to contemplate, I want to kill myself. I want to end my life. I want to end my life. But I'm not able to do it. And I still tell you, I was just not able to do it because I felt there was no purpose. There was no meaning to life. And I always felt like I was lost in space and time, and my life is just not worth it among the many lives in this world. So anyway, I'm suffering, so what's the point living? So let me end my life. I'm sure that these are not my thoughts. These are definitely I believe that these are spiritual attacks. But having said that, there are ways, both spiritual, physical, and other scientific ways to get out of this, which I will cover in my other videos. So I want you to know that I was suicidal. When I used to go in the train, I used to think, okay, let me just jump out, but I couldn't do it. And I couldn't be left alone for some time because I had this thought that were haunting me. I was even scared to see myself in the mirror because I was scared of myself, uh, my own self. I was scared of my own self. I don't know what that was, but then I went to the doctor and told, if there is a way to erase that, my mind and all that I went through in the past 6 months or so, can you please do that? Because I'm not able to live with myself. My mind is haunting me. And I used to just be crying for no reason when I'm traveling the train. People used to look at me weirdly, and I'll try to control my tears, but no. But then, my depression was uh, so bad that I lost faith in God, and I believe that there is no God. If there is so much suffering, and even though I prayed, I felt the presence of God. I felt the thick presence of God, but my mind wouldn't let me believe it because the pain was so severe. Even though I prayed and I could feel the presence of God and everything, but then I said no. I couldn't get out of it. So basically, that's the time I said, if there's a hell, this must be it. This must be the hell. And I still believe that hell is the state of being removed from the presence of God, and it's a hopeless state. Well, that's for another day, because I want to keep my video short. And as I became 22, I got married in not a very good state, but I was under some medication or all this stuff, and I decided I'll just stop thinking and just live through life, because now I'm not able to take the extreme decision, and I have to live. So let me just live with some medication, and let me just go through life, because you have to live through it. And I stopped thinking anything deep, God, spiritual, nothing. I don't want. I even did not like church or spiritual people or anybody who spoke about God. I was like, I hate them. No, no, I am not going to think deep. By the way, I'm a very deep thinker, so I don't like any deep things. And I think so. I was like struggling so much, but by the time I was 28, I think, okay, I thought I'll just read the C.S. Lewis book, Mere Christianity. And I just, okay, fine, fine, maybe there's a God, I don't know. I was just in that phase. But slowly, right now, right now, I'm very spiritual, as most of you would know. But I also want to let you know that right now I'm 90% filled with the joy of the Lord, or maybe 95%, and the 5% by the grace of God. But that 95% of joy that I have, I think, is much, much exceedingly greater than the joy of most people who live without God, or who are living materialistic life, or who have everything that they need in life, all the money. That 95% of the joy is much greater than everything. And I used to envy people all around me, thinking that people are happy. How are they able to be happy? How are they able to live happily? And right now I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, and the people around me uh, are not so happy. Maybe, I mean, like, God, thank you so much for giving me so much joy in my life. And the tables have turned upside down. But so I just want to let you know that there are scientific, spiritual, and even cognitive ways of getting out of this. And if you, and most importantly, of course, it's the grace of God. So I just want to know, if you're contemplating any extreme decisions, or if you feel hopeless and you're crying and you think that there is no way out, a living example. I went through it, and I always felt that there's no way out. I am going to live like this for the end of till the end of my life, and I just wish I don't live long. So these were my things. So, but as you know, God has given me great health right now, and I'm living quite successfully, and I was able to make it. And I went through postpartum depression and everything. But I am right now, more than 2 decades later, after 20 years, or like, I'm 40 plus, and I made it through, and I made it through successfully. Even few years back, I used to have depressive episodes, but currently I do not have even those. I might have mild anxiety now and then over things in life, uh, but I am most of the time very happy and I'm joyful. So I want to let you know, please do not make any extreme decision. Please do not think that what you feel today is what you will feel 10 years from now. Your perspective will definitely change. God can heal you, God can touch you, and things can get much better. I want, if you like this video and you think it could be a blessing to somebody who's struggling with depression, please share my testimony with them, because I felt led by the Lord to share this with me. Because I never thought, when I was 20, I never thought that I would do this testimony, or I would say this. I thought, no, it's never going to happen, that I will be out of it. I never thought of it. So, but I'm right now out of it. And God bless you all. Bye.